Hey y'all, today we're kind of cleaning out the pantry and the refrigerator, and it's cold and I wanted some soup. So what I have done, remember the other day, if you missed that video, scroll back when we rolled bacon to freeze it and store it. I just took 2 of these rolls out, and there's always something beeping around here, y'all. What is that? It's my oven. Ignore that. So I took 2 rolls out, and I just cooked them, and I'm going to use this as a garnish on top of our soup. And I had about a little more than 1/4 of a yellow onion, so I chopped that up. I had this cooking in the bacon grease that was reserved from our bacon, plus there wasn't enough grease, so as a good southern girl, I keep mine in the refrigerator. I had my thing of bacon grease here, so I just added about a flat spoonful. And so I've got my onions, and they are translucent, and I had 1 clove of garlic left, so it goes in. And I'm going to go ahead and add this bag of smoked chicken that I had smoked this summer and vacuum sealed it and froze it. So we're going to put that in there. And we're going to saute this just a little bit. Let me turn this down. I got that on medium. I'll turn that down on about a 2 so we can hear each other over this. I think I'll go ahead and add my mushrooms in. That's about a cup of mushrooms that we had dehydrated, and I just put them in about a cup of water and warmed it up to encourage them to rehydrate. I had about 2 handfuls of spinach that I took the stems off of and just kind of cut them. I just got this thing to get stems. If I owned a restaurant, you would probably never ever have a stem come out of my kitchen on a piece of spinach. And I had some rice that we had cooked the other day in the oven with some mushrooms in it. And let's see, I don't know how much that is. So this is really not a recipe that I can pull out of my book. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just add all of that. Because, y'all, we just don't always have to have a written recipe. Because it is not a legally binding document. You know, we say that all the time. So to this, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the chicken broth that we made the other day. Let's see how we think that looks. Okay, I think I'm going to add about half of this other one. And then I have a couple bay leaves I'm going to put in there too. My mother was the queen of making it work. You know, we grew up way out in the country. Well, it's about 6 miles from town, but it was way out in the country. And you just didn't run to town because you needed one thing. You may do. Okay, y'all. I'm going to turn this oven off. Y'all, stay right there. I'll be right back. There's always something beeping around here. Okie dokie. I'm going to put in our bay leaves, and I'm going to turn it back up to a medium because we're going to eat in about 30 minutes. And that will be just enough time because everything in this is already cooked. And all it has to do is just soak up all these delicious flavors. And speaking of delicious flavors, my very favorite Y'all's Sweet Tea, or Y'all's brand product, is their Southern Secret. And it says onion and garlic, but it's got so many other things that are delicious in it. And it doesn't have any MSG in it. So I'm pretty tickled about that. And I'm going to use about a tablespoon. And I'm going to add just a little bit of black pepper. If I can get it open. Okay, we're going to use the big one, and I'm going to do it over here so I don't trip. Not going to add much, just maybe a half a teaspoon or so, not a whole lot. I don't want that to be overpowering. Now I do have out my smoked salt, and I'm going to let this simmer for a little while and let all the flavors get together and do their thing, and then I'm going to taste of it. And then I'll decide if it needs any more of all of our goodies that we have around here. Okie dokie, y'all. See y'all back in a little bit. All right, y'all. It is time to eat them up. Yum, yum. And I poured up a little bit so I don't burn my mouth when I take a bite of it. So I'm just going to put just a little more bacon on top of mine. And when I was toasting the bread, I used Southern Secret on it like you would if you were making cinnamon toast. And I've been nibbling on it. It's very good. But I want to tell you this. I will put a link to y'all's brand products in this post. And if you follow that link and you type in Kimmy, Kimmy, at the checkout, the sweet people at y'all's brands will give you 10% off your complete order. And they are just so sweet, and they're so supportive of all of us, and we just appreciate them so much. And they give us a great product for all of us to use in our home and make our food just so much more flavorful. So speaking of, let's get us a bite here. Oh, that is good. It's a great way to use up smoked chicken. When I put this in the freezer, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I'm glad I made soup with it. So anyway, I thank you so much, and this is going to warm me up, and I hope wherever you are, you're being toasty warm too. So we're going to eat them up, yum yum, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye y'all.